This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Previously on TV Tuners.
Stairmaster, where is the Holy Grail?
Prince is back from the dead? And he's suing us?
It's time to find the dinosaurs and bring them back.
Our new sponsor is the CBT Association?
3 kilos of cocaine? Where are we going to get that?
Oh, my nards!
This pickle is entirely too large. Please remove it.
And now, TV Tuners continues.
Hi there, folks, and welcome to TV Tuners. It's a television podcast for the true fanatics. It's a weekly dive in the latest in TV news and reviews. I'm your host, Swanson. With me, as always, is my co-host and surly detective, Stairmaster.
Oh, I'm so tired. I'm malnourished or something.
Yeah, something's going on with you, and you're not right, pal.
I'm not ripe.
You're not ripe, that's for sure.
And my spine
You smell bad.
up.
Yeah, because of something.
We can't smell good because the water's rationed.
Yeah, what a wild time you're living in. And with us, as always, is our other co-host and guy who's trying to make it out of this spaceship alive, Kieran.
That's
Hello.
not very specific.
No, I'm the rugged protagonist, clearly.
If you say so. Where's your mustache?
I had a full-ass beard.
Look, I don't have time to grow a bunch of facial hair for the role. I'm busy.
I don't know if you're right for the part, Kieran.
Look,
I feel like
I've
we
got
might
a
have
lot
miscast you.
Is that guy
I've
on
got a lot
anything else?
I've got a lot of ice cream to eat and a lot of sleeping to do.
Hey, you can't do that.
I don't know
That'll
if
waste
that
space.
guy's from anything else, but I know that the dude who sort of looks similar to him, who's like really sarcastic, is from Royal Pains.
Yeah, you gotta cut back on the ice cream. It's gonna slow the spaceship down. The more weight, the more delta V we need.
Yeah, we
There's
have
only,
more
like,
than enough
2 or
ice. We don't
3.
need any ice cream, Kyorain.
There's only 2 or 3 future pleasures, and one of them is ice cream.
Yeah, in the Beltway, you have to choose between ice cream and prostitutes.
Yeah, it's a
I
tough
just said
choice.
Beltway.
The choice is pretty obvious.
Prostitutes.
What?
Huh?
Huh. Looks like we're not on the same page, huh?
Imagine
It
if
looks
they,
like we'll never get along.
Imagine if they went to like a guy's mansion on that space station, and the show is decadent. He just had a soft serve machine, and all the belters were just glaring at him.
We have 3 different flavors.
Imported directly from Earth.
What are you doing there, Kyo?
Huh?
Oh, my benefactor gave me these golden coins.
Oh.
Oh, and just you?
You mean the one who told you to make us watch this episode? This show?
Yeah, he's a really big fan of the Expanse and had a bunch of 17th century gold coins.
And he gave them only to you, despite all of us watching this episode?
Yeah.
Huh.
So, Swanson, what were you saying? You said that prostitutes are better than ice cream?
I mean, maybe I was misquoted there. I feel like ice cream is pretty good. I would say ice cream is better.
When you think about ice cream, it is the prostitutes of food.
You know, that's a really good point, Stairmaster.
Whoa, he flipped you a coin.
Wow! This is like $100.
Sure, I'm sure that's a close approximation.
I think it's a little more. That's solid gold.
Bite it. You can find out.
Ow!
It must be
maybe
solid
it's-
gold. He hurt his teeth.
I'm bleeding!
Actually, I think solid gold is soft. Huh, maybe it's not. Oh well.
Oh man, can you
Still,
imagine?
still expensive.
Still expansive. Like
All
the
right.
show we just watched.
All right, so what'd you guys watch this week?
Oh, I watched a film of the Millennia Gamer starring Gerard Butler.
Is he a gamer?
No,
Oh.
he's played by the gamer.
Uh,
Okay, so this film was made in like 2009, but in the first 10 minutes, a character says, "We live in a society." And then you get John Leguizamo saying the N-word.
Wait, did he say it ironically like the kids do online?
I'm not sure if he was being ironic or not. Well, just like
I mean-
most gamers on the internet.
yeah.
Scary stuff.
Anyways, that film is like... I felt like I was on meth watching it. They can't
Well,
they can't keep a shot going for more than 2 seconds in that film. I recommend it. 5 stars out of 4.
Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting.
Also, I watched Ghost in the Shell, the 1995 original.
Oh, okay. Not the live action?
No. It was no. This one had the lady taking her clothes off.
I think the other one does too.
Oh. I guess I
Whoa.
gotta go see that now.
Yeah, we gotta watch that now. Movie night.
Movie night.
We should probably not watch that movie.
Yeah.
I watched Stranger Things Season 3. Tune in next week for an intense debate between me and Swanson.
Yeah, when I finish it.
Someone will die.
I assume you're going to disagree with my opinion on it since you've liked it so far.
Yeah, I'm only 4 episodes in, but I've enjoyed it.
Oh, also
And
I watched...
You did not?
I mean, it was okay, but I've got some serious problems with it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, tune in
We're
next
gonna
week,
have an
folks.
old-fashioned television debate.
One question, is it hashtag... One question, is it hashtag cancelled?
No, it's definitely renewed.
I meant... No, not like cancelled, but hashtag cancelled.
No, it's definitely continuing.
No, I mean like hash...
Like, Swanson, basically Stair's asking me if it's
Also-
woke or broke.
Oh, why didn't he just say that? Everyone knows woke or broke is the phrase everyone uses.
And I guess the season did a kind of like half-hearted feminist message and then kind of abandoned it.
Where I'm at, it seems kind of broke. But then again, so did the last 2 seasons, so I don't know.
Oh, also I saw the latest Mission Impossible. I'm just going to say that I kind of feel like that film kind of peaked in like the first 40 minutes with the cool bathroom fight. And then I got bored.
The cool bathroom fights in the first 40 minutes?
Yes.
That's the only thing I've seen from that movie.
Yeah, sorry.
Cool bathroom fight should be reserved for the climax of the movie.
No, True Lies had a cool bathroom fight in the first 40 minutes, I think. And that movie still holds up.
Yeah, but that movie also didn't have Henry Cavill reloading his hands.
But would it have been better if it was in the climax, though?
No, because you wouldn't have Arnold Schwarzenegger flying the jump jet.
Yeah.
Well, that's important.
Yeah,
I'm
Henry
assuming.
Cavill is wasted in that movie. He doesn't even
But how
really
was
get to
his
fight Tom
mustache?
Cruise. Oh, it was beautiful. It was worth it.
It was worth all of the CGI editing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to the news, huh? That's right. This past week, it was the greatest event in nerddom, Comic-Con.
Uh-oh.
The event that's only about comic books and nothing else.
I know what Comic-Con is, Swanson.
So are we talking about like those motion comics then?
No. They just only talk about comic books. There's nothing else there like films or TV or
Okay.
video games.
What's
Well,
the
We
news?
well,
discuss
well,
comic books.
Well, sometimes what they do with comics is they take them and they like flip through them real quick, and you can see like kind
Oh, are we talking
Oh,
about
yeah,
that?
You can
animation.
see like Sonic running.
of yeah. So they've got some of those out, and they put they recorded like a camera video of the
Okay,
comic.
so
being
what
flipped real
comic news
quick.
do you have for us, Swanson?
I'm kidding, of course. Comic-Con has evolved into a completely different, ravaging beast that consumes all of media for a whole week. It's
literally everything but comics.
Pretty much. In fact, comics are so widely undiscussed that it might as well not even be called Comic-Con anymore. But of course, branding, so might as well keep calling it that. Anyway, one of the big items coming from Comic-Con is AMC's panel on The Walking Dead.
Uh-oh, not again.
That's right. They were discussing The Walking Dead, which the comic book recently ended abruptly at 193 issues. But don't expect the TV show to end so abruptly or soon.
How did it end? Did the characters just say, "Hey, let's walk off into the sunset"?
Spoilers for the Walking Dead comic book. The issue before the final one, Rick died.
Did he get like?
And then the time jumped to when Carl is an actual like adult, and society has sort of rebuilt itself in some way.
Oh, good for them. I'm glad.
I'm glad the TV show is going to end like that very soon, too.
I'm sure, because Rick is, of course, still... Rick and Carl are both still in that show.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. So, yeah, AMC, of course, when asked if the TV series would be close to ending, presumably chuckled to themselves and then said no. David Madden... president of network programming.
I thought you were going to say David Mamet for a second.
David Mamet, I don't think is the network president over at AMC. I think he's doing other things. I'm not saying the show will go 20 seasons, but I'm not saying it won't.
So it's going to be like The Simpsons.
So it's 10 more years.
So Walking Dead is going to be Walking Dead.
Whoa!
They'll all be dead before the end of the show. It'll just be Norman Reedus on a walker, moving around.
What if it's just like zombie slapstick?
Like it's the Three Stooges, but they're all zombies?
Yeah, it just shows like zombies goofing off because everyone's a zombie.
I would watch a show that's just zombies messing with each other. Like one zombie like tries to poke the others in the eyes and then gets stuck in the eye sockets.
And then that zombie would be blind forever.
Well, zombies technically are already blind.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have sight.
Oh.
They smell?
I think the popular theory is that zombies just like sense.
They can sense the life energy.
Oh, that's nasty.
I'm so tired of zombies. They're so gross.
You're saying zombies have like aura?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't like that.
Anyway, yeah, it's looking like nothing is going to stop this show. Even the disappearance of course, Rick, Carl, and with the upcoming season, the disappearance of lady who wields that sword, Michonne.
Oh no, not the sword lady! Why are people still watching this?
I guess they really like Norman Reedus.
You need to see what happens next in this exciting adventure.
Yeah, that definitely has an ending that's totally planned out and ready for it to happen.
Oh my god, Walking Dead is just going to become one of those long-running soap operas.
Isn't it pretty much already a long-running soap opera?
Wow, yeah.
Anyway, with Michonne gone, that leaves just Daryl, Carol, and Negan as the most popular characters on the show. So that's right.
Is Negan just kind of hanging out now?
I think Negan is just hanging out now, yeah. I haven't watched the show since Negan first showed up.
I thought he was too busy being in Tekken.
Huh?
He can multitask.
Yeah, he's in prison, I think. And then he's not in prison anymore? I don't know. At some point in the comic books, he gets out of prison.
And then he fights Akuma.
Yes.
What a beautiful franchise.
Walking Dead would be better if Akuma was in it.
Oh my god!
Zombies wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Would he actually fight the zombies, or would he just
his ultimate technique wouldn't work on the zombies, since that requires you to be dragged to hell by your sins. And I don't think zombies have any sins.
Eating people is very sinful.
It's like a dog. A dog can't sin.
Dogs can sin.
Dogs have sinned. I've seen it.
When?
What if a dog bites a child? Is that not a sin?
That's the dog just acting on its natural instinct. There's no.
That's a sin.
There's no choice involved.
Okay, if dogs can't sin, then explain Cerberus.
Oh.
Oh, dang. That's not even one dog. That's 3.
Well, that dog has 3 times the brain capacity of a normal dog. So
yeah, and it still chose to sin.
Yeah, checkmate.
Does this mean the wolves are evil?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Vicious killing machines out in the wild hunting.
Yeah, haven't you seen that movie where Liam Neeson fights them?
No.
Well, he fights them and they're evil.
Okay, I believe you.
Basically, all animals are deeply sinful beings in our fallen world. Yes,
okay,
elephants.
Oh, okay. What have elephants done, Keo?
Like, have you ever seen an elephant dancing to music? That's just creepy.
No, I haven't seen an elephant dancing to music.
That seems very whimsical and joyful.
You ever see an elephant pick up a peanut with its trunk? That's nasty.
That's delightful. How else is it going to pick it up? It doesn't have, hands.
Well, you ever see an elephant mother protect its young?
Yes.
Yeah, very delightful.
It's horrible.
Heartwarming. Did you know that elephants remember where their comrades die and will come back to do a remembrance of them?
Yeah, see, that's no sin.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe elephants are the pure beings of this world.
They're purer than us, probably.
But you know that dolphins murder baby dolphins for entertainment?
Yeah, dolphins are the most sinful beings in the world.
Dolphins, I am pretty sure, are just demons that have been placed in the water.
Are there stories of dolphins saving people though?
Only after they made them drown.
Or rape them. And they're underwater dolphin rape caves.
Yeah, sharks get a bad rap compared to dolphins.
I didn't realize the dolphins set up the situation that they've been helped with.
Yeah, the dolphins don't want you to know.
Do sharks eat dolphins? Or are they do they get along? Are they like birds?
I don't know if they get along, but I don't think sharks go out of their way to eat dolphins.
Yeah, do sharks just see a dolphin and they're like, hey, that's sort of like me?
They're like, that's too hard to eat. I'm going to go snack on a turtle.
Are sharks mammals?
No.
No, they're fish.
They're definitely fish.
But dolphins are mammals.
Yeah, the scientist here is nodding, saying that they are in fact
but they
mammals.
look so similar. Sharks.
We always have a scientist on hand to give us actual or factual information. Actual factual information.
It's weird.
All right, so what if we took elephants and put them in the water?
I assume they would swim.
They would drown, I think.
I think they can swim.
I don't think if you just throw them in the ocean, they're going to learn how to swim.
I think every animal except for humans can just swim instinctually.
I think that elephants can swim because rivers are a thing in Africa and they need to cross.
A river is a little bit different from an ocean, though.
No.
Seriously, what animal can you throw in water and they just drown?
Okay, I'm looking this up right now. Elephants swimming in the ocean. Okay, here's a video of one swimming in the ocean. They're taking him to the beach.
That sounds delightful.
See, Kia's pro elephant now.
Yeah. I'm going to get a pet elephant.
What would an elephant even do in the water?
He's swimming.
Yeah, where? It's in the ocean.
He's enjoying himself. Elephants are smart like that. They have a capacity to be entertained.
No, I'm saying, what's an elephant going to do when you throw it in the ocean eventually?
I was going to go back to shore once it's done having fun.
Yeah, I'm going to get a pet elephant and some cool ivory jewelry to celebrate my new support.
No, the elephant will kill you for that.
Elephants remember.
Oh.
Oh my. I need you to put this video in the show description, in the episode description. It's so majestic.
So you're saying no elephant pet, but keep the ivory jewelry?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but elephants do have tusks, which do look like demonic horns. So,
You know,
that
they
is a
are
little bit
basically-
sus.
No, this is too cute, though.
Okay, what were we talking about?
Who knows? Let's move on. Lately, Netflix has been hiring top television creators to spice up their streaming service. One of them, Shonda Rhimes, is famous for a slew of ABC productions. And her first production for this streaming service is an adaptation of a New York Magazine story about a woman named Anna Sorokin, who convinced New York's richest people that she was a wealthy heiress from Europe and stole tons of cash from them.
That lady, cool. She's a proletarian hero.
Of course, she's been found out since then and has been arrested. And so,
What?
Yeah, I know.
That's not right. That's injustice.
However, New York City has something called a Son of Sam law,
What?
which prevents convicted criminals from profiting off their crimes.
Oh.
Say like making a big Netflix deal with a producer or something like that.
Like Son of Sam did.
I guess. I think Son of Sam did actually almost make money off of his thing.
He sold action figures of his dog.
Anyway, Sorkin had signed a deal while she was waiting for her trial, and got her first $30,000 check from Netflix for the project.
Nice.
And don't worry, she got another $70,000 from them last month.
That's twice as much. Nice.
So
And she's
New
getting
York-
7,000 royalties and 15,000 consulting fee for each episode of the show.
Wow.
So is New York going to take it all?
I guess that's what they're trying to do.
Fuck him.
I mean,
you, Bill
doesn't she?
DiBlanco.
Doesn't this also make her a rich person, Stairmaster?
You're right. Down with her.
You're right. We gotta kill her.
We got to take that money. Give it to the taxpayers.
Yeah, but then the taxpayers will be rich.
Oh my god, let's just get rid of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if we got rid of money?
Yeah. Why don't you get rid of your money, Kia? Give it to me.
Yeah, get rid of that
No.
those coins, rich boy.
This is mine.
They're just demeaning you.
This isn't money, this is gold.
You're being stripped of your human dignity. Can't you?
No, you are. Fetch.
I'm even more rich.
Swanson, you look sad.
Yeah, I wanted money.
Aw, here you go, buddy.
Aw, thanks. Hey, wait a minute.
Huh?
This is a chocolate coin. You didn't even give
Oh,
me a
that's a-
real one.
Well, you didn't do anything to earn it, so enjoy your chocolate.
Can I have it? Can I have the rest?
No, I'm gonna eat it.
Oh.
That's really old chocolate.
Well, too late. Yo.
I guess I'll just have to eat this gold coin instead. Wait.
Anyway,
no.
this story makes me feel like I'm doing the wrong thing.
Yeah. We should all become
should-
grifters.
Yeah, we should just become grifters.
I mean, we already have a cover story. We're big time podcasters. We'll be. Hey, that qualifies us to live in New York.
Oh, yeah, we could be like those two
What?
podcasters who had that New York Times story.
We'll just blend in with the entire population of Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Podcast capital of the United States.
Yeah, that and it's either that or Portland.
Hey, fellas, you want to talk about politics? What's our president, Donald Dump, up to?
Whoa, you sound like a professional podcaster.
Hey guys, it's Q here with the hot takes. I think that the wall would actually be good.
Whoa, spoken like a true podcaster.
Why don't we build a wall around Washington, D.C.?
Keep out the clouds.
There we go. Now we're on the same page.
Seal them in. Lock the gates. Anyway, it's time to talk about something that we haven't talked about for nearly 2 whole weeks.
Oh.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, my friend.
You see, despite the show having been over for months now, there's always talk going on because HBO doesn't really want to let something that made them a shit ton of money die. And during the recent Television Critics Association Summer Press Tour,
Ooh.
the HBO programming chief, Casey Bloys, had this to say. Next year, we'll be coming back with more Game of Thrones.
Next year.
No.
I guess that's the presumed when they're going to film the rest of it. The pilot has already finished filming, is what they officially announced.
It sounds like they're going to be broadcasting next year, if they already recorded the pilot.
Well, yeah, they can't just broadcast the pilot, though. You have to film a whole season.
Yeah, I know. But there's plenty of time, don't worry.
They are really on top of this. They're already filming the pilot. Don't you think that spend some time stewing over what they're going to do?
Or like what the title is, since they haven't even titled it yet. It's still regarded as untitled Game of Thrones prequel.
Oh yeah, what? They haven't even confirmed. Have they released any like blurbs describing what it's about?
No, the only thing we have is like some vague details that George R.R. Martin gave us, which is that it's before the events of Game of Thrones. Oh, so it's a prequel. Thanks.
This prequel is unlike any others. It takes place before the events of the show.
Like, all we know for sure is it's not going to be Robert Trevelyan, since I know George R.R. Martin said in an interview that the books basically say everything you need to know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to watch something that boring anyway. No, presumably it'll take place like hundreds of years before that.
Oh, so it might be like the Targaryen conquest of the continent. No, that would be like a one-sided stomp. I don't know what they would do for a prequel.
Well, filming took place in Ireland, so let's think of some Irish things that could be happening.
I think that's where they filmed the North scenes.
In Ireland?
Yes? Or do they film it in like Croatia? I don't know.
I thought they filmed it in like colder places than Ireland.
I guess they'd probably have to go back to like 1,000 years, like the first war with the Night King, who we still don't know what his deal was.
That's what the prequel's doing. This is like the Star Wars prequels. We're finally figuring out what the Night King was like as a kid.
He used to talk a lot.
It turns out he hates ice. It's ironic. Don't you think?
He doesn't like ice cream, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think the opening scene is someone tries to give him ice cream and he's like, "No, I don't eat that.
I want hookers.
Give me a hothead.
Give me your whores.
I only like prostitutes. Me, a young boy.
Grow up strong, I will."
Why is he talking like Yoda?
Oh, he talks like Yoda? All right.
Yeah,
marry my cousin, I must.
What if in the Game
Join
of
the
Thrones prequel,
houses.
Hodor's dad is there, and he also only says Hodor?
What if Hodor's dad is Yoda? What if Hodor's dad is a dwarf?
What if Tyrion is just there?
He just says, "Oh, hi, everybody, it's me, Tyrion."
He comes in, he flies in on a blood raven.
He's like really shy.
No one explains why he's there. He doesn't even go by Tyrion Lannister.
Oh. But you can tell he's just faking it.
Yeah, you can tell it's just him.
Like he mixes up his name when introducing himself one scene. My name is Tyler.
My name is Tyler. That's right, Tyler. Tyler Lanyard.
Swanson, say, "I'm Swanson, and I like my tum-tum."
I don't want to say that. I'm Swanson, and I like my tum-tum.
Oh, you earned yourself a gold coin, Swanson.
Wow.
Hey, it is gold.
How does it taste?
Like gold.
I don't know what that means.
It means it's real gold.
Please, paint a picture.
Well, it's made of gold.
No, I mean taste-wise.
Oh.
It's got a metallic taste to it.
Yeah, it tastes like metal. It tastes like if a reactor blew up around me. Yeah. That's it for the news, so let's move on, huh?
Speaking of meltdowns, that leads into our next segment, trailers.
That's right, it's time for Trailer Blazers. Hit the theme, Keo.
Actually, Swanson, you hit the theme.
What?
Break it down!
Yeah, not impressed. No coin.
Wow.
Wah ah da 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 da.
Whoa, what a fresh new beat.
Yeah, I've never
here
done
goes
that
there.
before.
5 gold coins for you.
Thank you.
5?
That was really good.
That was just corn.
No, it was Disturbed.
Oh yeah, I guess it was
You want
good
me to
then.
do? You want me to do corn?
Yes.
I can't do it. Fuck.
All right, give me back like 3 of
No.
those coins.
Okay, here we go.
All right, welcome to Trailer Blazers, where we talk about the latest and greatest in trailers. As we discussed earlier on the show, Comic-Con had happened this past weekend, and as you might guess from that event, it was Trailer Palooza. And from those trailers, we have picked 2 to discuss this week. The first one, a comic book adaptation?
Watchman.
Watchman? Weechman? I don't know. I'm not a comic book guy.
Why
guys.
are all these men watching me?
Anyway, this is a sequel to the
Graphic
comic
novel.
book by Alan Moore, who was already unhappy with it, probably. And yeah, it looks fine, I guess. Looks
I
better
don't see
than,
what-
I guess, the movie. I don't... Much like anything that makes a sequel of a seminal work, I don't see the point.
I barely see any resemblance to Watchmen, like, considering how that, do I have to do spoilers for a 30-year-old comic book?
I think everyone knows how Watchmen ends.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be anything about the whole alien war thing.
Well, this takes place
How-
50 years after the end of the book.
How dare you spoil Watchmen for me?
Also, these
Or maybe
costumes
30
look really,
years.
all these masked costumes look really bad. Like, there should be
Yeah.
at least one good one.
Yeah, you got all this time to make costumes and they're still bad? What the heck, Watchmen?
Actually, I thought the trailer was really good and everything looked great. And I'm really excited to watch this Watchmen. Only downside is it doesn't have Tony Stark in it.
Yeah, that's a big...
Yeah, true. It does have a gang of people who are all dressed like Rorschach. Presumably they came from Reddit.
Is Watchmen really big on Reddit?
No, I don't know.
It was a big
I'm sure
show.
Rorschach is really big on Reddit.
Oh, yeah, on like r/
Vigilantes.
Yeah, my favorite subreddit, r/vigilantes.
I have a minor nitpick with this trailer already, which is that these group of people who are being Rorschach do a Rorschach quote, which is a quote where he is walking on the rooftops.
Making
and
his
he's
way
talking-
downtown.
Yeah, and he's talking about his view on the people and how someday a criminal will look at him for mercy and he will say no. And this is a thought that he had in his head and never wrote down or said or anything.
Yeah.
So
there's
why
a
do
good
they
point
say
to-
this?
Dr.
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree, Swanson.
Dr. Manhattan broadcasted his brain across the radio waves 25
I
years
need
ago.
to take that criticism back, Swanson.
What?
Take it back. Say you're wrong.
Keo's unzipping his jacket to reveal a Warner Brothers t-shirt.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, here you go, Swanson. Gold coin.
Wow, that's all I had to do. Jeez, I must be a writer for Watchmen. Ha!
Haha.
Got him.
Also, the cops are wearing... Wait, hold on. This takes 50 years after the...
Like 30, maybe. I think it's supposed to be in
Yeah,
present
because-
day from the 80s set Watchmen.
Okay, so the premise is that the cops are wearing masks too now.
Because they don't want their identities revealed for supervillains or something?
Sounds like an interesting premise for like a dystopia.
It sounds like
I
that the
guess.
state has just lost its monopoly on violence at that point. If the cops have to wear masks.
Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know. The whole premise of Watchmen is that the superheroes already worked for the government. And then they stopped working for the government and got banned.
Alright. Yes.
So I guess it would make sense that afterwards they'd be like, well, why not put the cops in masks?
The cops are the real superheroes.
Anyway, nothing from the direction of this makes me convinced that it's going to be anything more than like a Westworld scenario where I watch it thinking that something fun is going to happen and then I get bored for 9 episodes. And then maybe in the last episode something interesting happens.
And there's a really stupid argument about fan theories, and then the stupid fan theory turns out to be true.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened with that?
The fan theory was correct. Everyone got it in like the 5th episode.
Yeah.
What was the fan theory?
That the people... Yeah, say it.
Yeah, there were separate timelines that Doris and the Black Hat guy were in separate timelines.
And they were?
Flashback when Doris is with what's his name? That's the old guy. I don't remember anything about the show.
So it wasn't that there was milk robots like I thought.
Oh, there were milk robots. They were filled with milk.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Oh, they said, what can we fill these robots with? How about milk? And Anthony Hopkins was like, that's delightful. Do it. Alright, so then the second trailer we watched was Star Trek Picard. A full-length version of the teaser that we had watched a couple months back.
Yeah, the story that my imagination filled that with was a lot more interesting than what we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. This seems like, for some reason, almost 80-year-old Patrick Stewart
yeah.
is going to be captaining a ship again.
With an entirely new crew. Except
like,
for 2
imagine
people.
if there was some, like, really famous U.S. general who was, like, 80 years old right now, and he was just like, I'm coming back in.
I'm going to punish Islam.
Yeah,
there's a new war brewing, so I'm stepping back in.
Like Cyber Norman Schwarzkopf or whatever his name was.
Yeah, I don't think the reference works if you can't even get their last name.
I tried.
Yeah, Stair did his best. Here you go, Stair.
Wow! 10 coins!
Wow. He got 10 coins for trying his best?
Yeah, Swanson, I'm a supportive person.
Keel loves excellence.
That wasn't excellence. You didn't even win. You tried your best.
Swanson, don't yell at your friend.
Yeah, you might take your coins back if you do.
Alright, I won't yell.
Alright, Swanson, here you go. Here's 20 coins.
Oh, nice. Wow, look at all these coins I got. Anyway, yeah. This just shows an old Picard.
Alright, Swanson. Give me back those coins. I don't like your attitude.
Whoa. I'm talking about the show we watched. The podcast. The trailer. For the podcast.
Give them back, Swanson. Come on. You don't have all day. You're holding up the podcast.
What if I don't? What happens?
What? Oh, fuck!
He got a gun? Too?
He's got a
golden
shotgun.
gun.
And
He's the guy with the golden gun.
Yes, we know.
Okay.
Well,
All right,
you better
here's
do
your
it.
dumb coins.
Alright. Okay. Go ahead, Swanson.
Anyway, we watched Picard. And he was there.
So, the
Yeah.
thing is, the premise here is that a lady shows up and she's like, sort of like the lady from Firefly.
Yeah, I guess.
You gotta come back.
And so Patrick Stewart has to come back. But you know what? Seeing that lady do martial arts just reminds me of how physically inept
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart is right now.
Well, I mean, he's old, so it's just going to be old man Logan, but if Logan did nothing in the movie.
Exactly.
Hey, but they had Data in a drawer.
Yeah, they showed us an Data returns, and at the end of this, and he's older and pudgier. So presumably it's like some data. It's like some.
Well, the Pudge is extra RAM, so
Yeah.
you can multitask better.
Presumably, it's some like virtual thing.
I thought it was really funny how they showed like him in the drawer, like we've got his pieces, and I thought it was a teaser for like later on in the season they're going to bring him back. We don't know, but they just show him at the end of the trailer.
Yeah, they sort of just ruined that for themselves, huh? That's the part that makes me convinced that it's not actually that he's back so much as that it's like
so it's like lore
what
or whatever his name was, the evil brother.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's like a holodeck thing.
Why is he talking to his dead friend in the holodeck?
Wouldn't you talk to your dead friend in the holodeck?
I don't think that's healthy.
Well, maybe it's a good way to move on. I mean, it has been 30 years, though, so maybe he should have just already moved on.
I'm surprised they didn't get LeVar Burton.
Yeah, where's LeVar Burton? He busy with Reading Rainbow?
Maybe.
You know he has a Reading Rainbow-esque podcast?
What?
Yes,
a podcast?
He reads short stories to people on the podcast.
Oh, that's nice.
Is it for children or for adults?
I think it's for adults.
That's delightful, actually.
I listened to it once. It was nice. Anyway, yeah, no LeVar Burton here, although we do hear there's rumblings that Riker will be back.
Whoa!
And presumably his beard will also be there. If not, then
what
you
if
should
it
be worried
isn't?
about the quality of the show.
This show feels like a desperation move to me.
Yeah, I think CBS really wants you to get CBS All Access, and since Discovery and The Twilight Zone weren't doing it, they decided to bring back Patrick Stewart from the dead.
He's America's grandpa.
Yeah.
Or I guess Bernie Sanders is.
Yeah, he's more Britain's grandpa.
Look, I just wish they had just had Vineyard Adventures with Picard.
Like, man, maybe some, like...
I want to see
he,
Picard
like,
stomp those grapes.
Yeah, maybe, like, he encounters a strain of grapes that's been, like, infected by the Borg, and he's like, not again.
Oh, no. Maybe
Anyway,
Q
I'm
shows
sure
up.
this show will be full of cameos, and will probably be carried to decency by Patrick Stewart's acting.
How many episodes
Okay.
until Q shows up?
10. At the very end, it's revealed that Q is actually pulling the strings on everything.
What a guy. I have something for you to picture, though. So, you have Picard, and he's got green grapes.
Uh-huh.
And then
Is he stepping
Dark
on them?
Picard appears.
Oh,
and
no. Oh, no.
He's got
Shadow
purple grapes.
Picard?
What did you say, Steve?
From Star Trek Nemesis?
Yes. And he's got purple grapes.
Whoa.
What do we do?
Well, if it's the Picard from Nemesis, then we know why the Borg grapes are happening.
I thought it was with the Romulans.
Is he? I thought it was a Borg thing.
No, you're
I
thinking
don't
of
remember it.
Locutus.
I don't remember Nemesis.
Okay, that'd be a real trip if Locutus showed up out of the barnyard. Oh
Okay,
man,
what if-
he does a cool battle inside his own mind.
What if he's fighting Q by seeing who can make the better vineyard?
They have a drinking contest.
Haven't
They
they
go on
actually
a-
done that?
Oh man, they probably have. They go on a pub crawl.
All right, Picard, time to see which of us can drink the most. Anyway.
I'm putting the money in the envelope for the taxi cab home.
Anyway, that's it for that. It's all right. It looks fine. Looks better than Watchmen, I guess. If it was a Sophie's choice between Watchmen and Star Trek Picard, I would probably pick Picard. Because at least I know there's one good actor in this. Anyway.
I couldn't watch this because there's no Vineyard Adventures. I'm just going to have to watch Watchmen.
Whoa.
Watchmen has guys with guns.
Unlike Star Trek, of course, which has guys with lasers.
Yeah, that's
Which is really lame. That's like stupid.
Well, imagine John Wick if he had lasers.
That'd be cool, actually.
It wouldn't have the visceral
Yeah,
experience of
it's just
bullets.
not the same.
He would literally incinerate someone's head.
It's not the same, Swanson. Look, we're gonna make that movie happen. Get Keanu Reeves on the phone. We're gonna.
He'll do it. He's probably thinking about it for John Wick 4.
I'm surprised he doesn't. I'm surprised he's not doing it in Cyberpunk 2077.
Or maybe he's going to show up in Fast 10, and that's where the lasers come in. Who knows?
Anyway, it's time to head into our main event. We watched The Expanse.
Yep, and we got paid handily for it.
Well, one of us did.
I mean, you're getting some coins out of it.
Yeah, it seems like a lot less. Your pouch is pretty hefty.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the one who got the benefactor, so...
Starmaster, why don't we just rise up and take the money from Kyoran?
What?
You mean declare independence?
Well, I meant more like forcibly take the money from him. But we could do that too.
No, I've got a team of ski mask guys hired by me to protect
Oh, fuck!
me.
Whoa, they're wearing Rorschach masks.
Wow, what an upgrade.
These guys are edgy.
Anyway, yes, we've been tasked by a mysterious benefactor to watch a show from 2015, The Expanse. For those who don't remember this show, this was a sci-fi original.
Until ScFy dropped it. Like idiots.
They canceled it 3 seasons in, and thankfully Amazon picked it back up. Apparently Jeff Bezos is a fan, I guess.
Who knows with that guy?
He probably looks at the he probably looked at the spaceship designs on this and said we could do better. While eating his iguana or whatever he eats.
He enjoys.
He's apparently really obsessed with space, like a bunch of billionaires are. So I can imagine he was personally invested in this.
Oh, they can't imagine a future on this Earth.
Oh yeah, I could totally see Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk being the people from Mars and Earth who are fighting.
Jeff
They're
Bezos
also narcissistic.
would like to hoard water.
They're also narcissistic enough to think that they're the ones who are going to get us into space, too.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this is The Expanse, based off a popular novel series of the same name. We open up with this lady.
She's stuck in a box.
Yeah. Well, first we get this opening exposition dump, which, like, yeah, see, it isn't really hard. It isn't really that hard to give us a basic sci-fi premise.
Yes. So the solar system is split into 3 blocks: Earth, Mars, and the asteroid belt. And the asteroid belt is basically the bitches of the other 2 planets.
Yeah, and after this little prologue, we get sort of a Game of Thrones-esque jump between the 3.
Yeah, there's multiple viewpoint characters, one on Earth, one in the inner space, and one on Ceres.
Yeah. And this prologue, this lady is stuck in a
box.
Spaceship. Yeah, we're getting real alien vibes from her scenario.
Yeah. And then it becomes all Event Horizon when she breaks out and looks at the reactor.
And there's just some dude getting sucked into it.
Yeah. And then we
The
get
effects are routinely solid on this show, so I'll give them that.
Oh yeah, this looks so much better than Pandora. Like, they actually have a director of photography doing stuff.
Yeah, or even Night Flyers, a show that was also a sci-fi original.
Yeah, I was scared going into this that it would have like a cheap look to it, but it actually looks good. And it's terrifying going into these sci-fi shows because you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah. So we cut to this the Ceres station, and we get some more exposition by...
we get this cool single take while the speech is going on that goes around the entire station while the guys riling up people, agitating.
Yeah, while the activist come exposition device talks.
And it actually had some interesting shots.
I mean, is he an exposition device? I mean, yes, he is, but, I mean, in that scenario, people would be doing rants in public about this sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's a fine exposition device, but it doesn't...
justified.
You need some of it to explain your world if it's so different from ours.
I'm going to call an exposition device when I see one. He doesn't do anything else.
Maybe I'm just being too defensive of this show that I've only seen 2 episodes of.
Well, they did something cool with the exposition dump, though, was while he was talking, they just showed, like, a panning shot of a bunch of stuff.
And we get to see, like, the different stratas of their society.
Yeah, that was a
like,
cool way of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thomas Jane shows up, Punisher himself.
Yeah, we
the
get
OG.
also we get a cool bit of lore because he's speaking in this accent that's like a mesh of several kinds, which is a little nice bit of world building.
Yeah, he is a corrupt detective of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
He's like if a guy watched too much Blade Runner, and then decided to pattern his life after it. But yeah, he's a cool enough guy for being a complete scumbag.
Yeah, I think he's got a heart of gold.
Well, we find out later that it turns out he just might. He gets a new partner, which is an excuse for him to like sort of show him around the world.
Oh yeah, the partner's from Earth, I think.
Yeah, because
everyone
Earth.
on the station hates him.
Yeah, and he's like a traitor to his people for
yeah.
working
It's sort of
with
like
Earthers.
India. It's sort of like India and Britain.
Yeah, and like I said, the world building in this is sort of Game of Thrones-esque in terms of like the first season in terms of how it's building. Cuts to different places and gives you an idea of how each of them are different.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. Turns out that's a popular way of making a television show. Anyway, so yeah, he does some stuff. He meets a guy and pays him off for having for not checking his air filters.
Oh, he reminds him to check his air filters.
But he gets paid off to not actually make it an issue.
Well.
He gets some suspicious gold coins.
Yeah,
Similar to the ones Kyorain has.
Stair gets some coins for being nicer to the show. Here you go, Stair.
Does the air smell a little funny to you guys?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's probably nothing. I thought it smelled
I changed those filters myself.
I thought I smelled a little CO2.
That's probably fine.
I'm gonna just quickly slide on this little mask here.
What do you get that?
Alright, what were we talking about? I bought it.
I guess you do have a bunch of money.
Yeah, and after this, Thomas Jane takes his partner to the bar, and we get some more world building, where they're talking about how everyone has like these physical deformities from being in low gravity for multiple generations. And we get a gross-ass shot of Thomas Jane's spine, which hasn't properly fused together.
Yeah, it's pretty wonky and gross. No thanks.
Yeah, but it's not the grossest wonky thing we see this episode.
That's for
Who would have thought space kind of sucks?
Yeah, if you didn't know that space sucks, you find out when we switch over to the cancer berry.
The cancer, yes, where these white collar guys are hauling ice blocks.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in this first introduction scene with these guys. I'll be honest, I liked where it went after this first scene, but...
you mean after the guy gets his arm chopped off?
I mean after they introduce everybody on the ship.
Yeah.
Everything there is kind of slow, but afterwards everything is interesting.
Anyways, there's this horrific industrial accident where
someone loses their hand.
Breaks.
Also, they're listening to Tighten Up by the Black Keys, or at least I assume they are. I can't tell if they're listening to a song that's made from the year 2015, or if there's like some weird sort of significance to the scene that the song needs.
I don't know. Based on their attitudes during the song, it seemed like they were listening to it.
Yeah, it's just two guys hanging out.
It would be like if you walked past the construction site and they were just listening to like Vivaldi. Just like, man, pass me that torch.
Anyways, then we cut to Zero-G sex.
Yeah, right after you see someone's arm floating through space unattached, you get some zero gravity humping.
It's a juxtaposition, you see.
These people, they fuck.
One person is torn apart, and then two people come together.
Yeah.
It's a Hegelian synthesis of two opposites.
Alright, well, I don't think we have to talk about the show like it's some high-minded shit.
Okay.
Actually, Swanson, we do, and Stair's getting rewarded for it.
Oh, thank you.
I refuse to take part of this.
Okay,
I'm taking a stand.
You have dignity now, Swanson?
Why don't we talk about our friend Mike?
You told me you like your tum-tum for money, and now you're taking a stand?
Yeah, because if me and Stare stick together, we can overtake you. And all of your Rorschach boys.
But also, I'm willing to betray Swanson for more gold coins.
What? That's not how this works.
And here, take 20 coins, Stare. Here you go, buddy.
Yes! Eat shit, Swanson! Anyways, then they stop having sex because the ship is accelerating.
Well, I think they come. That's usually the part where you stop having sex.
Okay, I think they come at the same time the ship begins accelerating and they get gravity again.
Wow, they must have practiced that.
And so we meet our kind of protagonist?
Yeah, Holden, I think is his name. And he's generically handsome. He's like, hi,
unlike Thomas Shane, who's a specific type of handsome.
And he's got an easygoing, don't care protagonist attitude.
Yeah, he's got the Han Solo sort of deal where he shows up and stuff happens and he says, not my problem.
He's a lovable rogue.
Anyway, he has to go and deal with the XO, who is
played by
rogue.
And also played by Jonathan Banks, friend of the show.
Yep. Mike makes a cameo here, saying, I broke my soil!
Oh, Keo, did you see the credits when it said Jonathan Banks, or were you pleasantly surprised?
I was like, my boy!
Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise. Really, it was such a shocking surprise to me that I was afterwards like, I wish he was sticking around.
He was too busy with Better Call Saul.
Probably, but still. Just like...
Get the space rocks, Walter.
Walden, I need you to get the space rocks.
It's too bad he couldn't play Thomas Shane's character.
He's probably too old to play Thomas Shane's character.
Mm.
Since I'm pretty sure his character will eventually involve some sort of action scenes.
Oh, yeah. He shoves people around in the second episode, I guess.
I mean, he shoves one dude around in this episode.
Okay.
Anyway, so he gets removed of his XO duties. Apparently, hanging out in space for long periods of time does not do well for your brain.
Yeah, he was talking to his plans for apparently 6 months, and everyone just figured that would fix itself.
Yeah, it's glad to see that in the future, mental health awareness still isn't great.
Instead, he grabbed a gun and shot his own telescreen.
Yeah, they don't seem to have great safety standards, and...
Well, he's the executive officer, sir. I think he's allowed to have a gun, in case he needs to overthrow the captain.
It seems like he has like an antique gun collection there.
Oh man, what a part they should have kept that. They should have like mentioned something about how he has an antique gun collector. See, there's more stuff you could have done with this character.
I'm not sure guns would evolve that much over 300 years if they're still using bullets. It doesn't seem like they're using lasers later in the episode when they got the future guns out.
I mean, like, they're definitely not the kind of guns our military uses.
Mm.
And you would think that they would have those kind of guns in space, right?
Anyways, Mike is gone from the show forever.
Never to come back, presumably. Unless there's like some really weird twist going on later.
And so our friend Holden gets a promotion to executive officer. Which
one
is
that he,
command.
much like in his Han Solo-esque ways, has to begrudgingly accept.
It's kind of cool, though, because he's not like a criminal, he's just a white-collar Han Solo.
Yeah, he's just like a...
That's a nice fun spin on things.
Anyway, the Canterbury receives a distress message that his captain tells him to get rid of, but he doesn't.
Because it's conveniently out of the way, and they think they might be jumped by space pirates.
Yeah, which might be right, who knows. Anyway, they approach a damaged ship, which happens to be the one from the prologue.
Yeah.
And that's a spicy take. We do get a moment before that where we get like one scene on Earth, and this is the only time they show up.
The ambassador lady.
Yeah, we get to see the UN ambassadors hanging
this
out,
lady
having
was
a good time.
I remember this actress because she was on 24. as
let
a
me
terrorist.
guess. She played it. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Let
me guess what she played.
Yeah, she played
Brown
a Muslim
person on
terrorist.
24, huh?
Yeah. But
Well,
now,
she's not a bad person in this show because
yeah, now she's doing the Jack Bauer stuff.
Yeah, she's clearly working for the good guys, just like Jack Bauer.
The good guys eat torture.
Yeah. Good guys always use torture, right? That's what 24 taught us?
Yeah, anyways, they got this guy from the belt, and they're just hanging him on the wall, and he's in immense pain because he can't handle Earth gravity.
Yeah, and they're just like, well, sucks to be you.
Literally on hooks.
Yeah. I'm glad torture's still a big thing in the future.
Yeah, they still haven't figured out that doesn't work, I guess.
Yeah,
Well, I think Earth is supposed to be like Space America.
Oh, yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Anyways, we cut back to Holden, and it's like apparently the night shift, because there's only one person on bridge. And he offers to take over and watch for that lady.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, that must suck so much doing the watch on a spaceship at night. You don't even have a window to look out of.
Man, what is night?
When everyone's asleep.
Who do they determine? Yeah, how do they determine sleep, too?
I assume they just have a majority of the crew asleep for 8 hours.
Yeah, I feel like there's a certain point where, like, your body gets really confused because it hasn't seen sunlight.
I assume they got lighting.
They have to make the ship's lighting like go through cycles, probably.
Yeah, probably. They got like flux installed. Also,
the captain's like, bro, you gotta check this out. Like, it makes the lights a little more orange,
so your brain
can
knows
sleep.
it's time to go to sleep.
Well, so it's time to wake up.
And also, there's this cute rat.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's a rat.
What does it live off of in the spaceship?
Other rats.
Damn.
It's hard out in space.
Anyways,
what if it's just eating that guy's arm?
Oh, God. I mean, he's not going to have any use for it. He's getting a prosthetic, apparently.
Yeah, but he has to make sure the medical company doesn't screw him over.
Just like real life.
Hey, it turns out the future isn't all that different.
Anyways, Holden has an attack of consciousness, and that's why he's on the bridge at night. He he puts the distress signal back in the records, and makes sure that the corporation sees that they received it. So the captain's, like, legally obligated to go to the ship. And we get this sequence of them, like, turning the ship around. It looks really painful.
Yeah, it's not great.
They have to literally inject themselves with, like...
Is that them turning the ship around, or is that them getting in the little pod?
No, it's them turning the ship around. Because they have to cancel out their velocity. And
they had to inject milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need it for your bones to grow. And not break in the zero gravity of space.
Well, see, they're doing like 10 Gs. Probably more. Considering how... Because space is really big, so you have to travel really fast, you see.
So what you're saying is he's already paid for his crime.
Yeah.
Anyway, we cut back to Thomas Chane's character, and he's drunkenly trying to flirt with his ex-girlfriend.
It's not going well.
No, it turns out she's just really concerned for him more than anything.
Also, he accuses that guy... Is this where he accuses the guy of collecting moon rocks?
Yeah, the guy that his ex-girlfriend is hitting on.
What does that mean? Is that just like a weird hobby?
No, I'm pretty sure it's drugs.
I thought it was a euphemism for, like, genital warts.
No, earlier when he's with his partner and they're in the bar, I think the same bar, he points out to a guy who's like moving around like a junkie, and he says he's hopped up on moon rocks.
Okay. That's a cool name for a drug, but also I think would work as a name for genital warts.
He's got moon rocks.
Oh, you don't
That's
want
really
him.
nasty.
I've got 4 different strains of moon rocks.
From each planet in the system.
I just can't shake these moon rocks, Doc. What do?
You need to stay away from those European hookers.
Anyway, he too has a crisis of conscience. After we see him feeding a bird, he goes and deals with the sweatshop worker.
Oh, you kind of skipped a bit over, but
What else did he do?
He walks by this industrial accident where the air filter broke down, and it's a guy he told.
Yeah, and he has a crisis of conscience.
Yeah, so he stuffs it in the airlock and almost vents him into space, but stops at the last moment.
Yeah, and
fix it. Fix the filters, boy. Fix them.
He says, "Hey, breathing's good, isn't it?" And turns out he's right.
Meanwhile, back aboard the space freighter, they're boarding the abandoned ship.
Yep.
And they don't find anyone, but they find this beacon. And then a mysterious spaceship shows up and just nukes the Canterbury. Including Jonathan Banks.
Yeah, everyone dies. His girlfriend gets fridged, and he gets to think about it.
I mean, we don't know what his character arc is going to be. All we know is his girlfriend died.
That's not really the point.
That is a point.
She dies, and he literally hears her last words.
Her last words are, "There's something I need to tell you," by the way.
Yeah, what do you think it was? She pregnant?
Maybe.
That's my guess.
And he's just gonna find out later and be like, "Devastated, mate."
I must destroy Mars.
Well, he doesn't know what attacked it.
Then he nukes Mars.
He just blames Mars for what happened. What a hero! A hero is always someone who blames someone else and then nukes them.
Commits war crimes
with little information.
He presses a button and then it shows a planet exploding from Star Wars.
Anyway, yeah. So his whole platoon blows up. That's cool.
Yes, his platoon.
Yeah, his whole group. All right, are we done talking about the show?
Yes. Thank God. Yeah, I'm rating this 2015 episode of The Expanse TV Tuners Show of the Month.
Wow, that's going to earn you half of these coins and all of Swanson's coins.
Wow! Thanks!
Swanson, give him your coins.
What I like most isn't that I'm getting coins, but that Swanson is losing them.
There's my coins.
Haha.
Oh, I feel bad for Swanson. Here, Swanson, you can have this nickel.
A nickel?
Yeah.
What am I going to do with a nickel?
Buy a gumball.
Those cost 25 cents.
Oh, shit. He's right.
All right,
here,
Swanson.
you can have a doubloon. Get something nice for yourself.
Huh. All right.
Oh, anyways, tune in or tune out. Swanson.
Tune in.
Swanson?
Yeah, this is a tune out, mate.
Huh?
I'm kidding. It's a tune in. It was mostly fun.
Yes, show of the month.
TV Tuner Show of the Month.
Officially better than Pandora.
I mean, that wasn't hard. Anyway, that's it for this week's episode of the show.
No, this show's was missing a half telepath with crappy mind powers.
Yeah, or some clone slaves.
Yeah, no deep lore.
Well, there's probably slaves, considering how neoliberal everything on Earth is.
Yeah, but no clones. Anyway, that's it for this week's episode of the show. If you have any comments, questions, quips, 4OS sites, or otherwise, email us at tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. What's that email, Kiorain?
Uh-oh. Swanson, you just say it again.
You just give me a whole pouch of coins?
Yeah. I don't want to say it. Just say the whole thing.
tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. Mine.
And now you can hire the gunman to kill Keo.
What?
That's right, boys.
Take him away.
All right. And if you like the show, you can follow us on Twitter at TVTuners. use the hashtag TV Tuners, and we'll give a glance at what you're saying.
Swanson, call him on.
Okay, hold on. Wait, guys, wait until we're done with the podcast. I'm the one with the money, Stairmaster, or do you want to have Keo's fate?
I don't know. For some reason, something instinctually made me want to shout, "Take him away," and end the episode.
Interesting. I'll give you a point for that. Anyway, we're on Twitter as well. I'm on Twitter at Jesse Swanson.
I'm on Twitter at Stormancer. You can find me on Letterboxd at Stairmaster.
I'm on Twitter at Real Keo. Swanson, please, these are my guys. Don't make them kill me.
And that's it. If you like the podcast, follow us on all the podcatchers of your choice. Give us 5 stars. And write a review if you feel frisky.
And hit up my DMs.
We're on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, all of the podcatchers of your choice. And that's about it for this week's episode of the show. We'll be back next week with more TV goodness. Until then, guards,
take him away.
Keep watching. Bye. It's over.
I found him.
Hey everyone, Chris Williams here, inviting you to join me and my co-host Perry Seibert every other Friday for our podcast, We're Watching Here! Every other Friday, we talk movies, from our favorite directors to looks back at vintage releases to our thoughts on today's current trends. This is all backed up with the knowledge of 2 guys who've been writing about films for years and talking about them their entire lives. From Spielberg to Soderbergh and Malick to Michael Bay, we are opinionated moviegoers giving you opinionated movie talk. Tune in wherever you get your podcasts from Big Heads Media.
And now, on with the show.